So, it's day 17 of my COVID-19 blog, and yesterday I had a magazine come through the post called the Orchids magazine, and it had an article in that I'd written a few weeks or months ago. That's the article there. And it's called There's Hope in the Future, and it's basically all about how my parents had fears for my future when I was younger. So they were worried about what kind of job I would get, how I would live or travel independently. And now I've got my own business, I travel independently all over the country. So it's all about how you should never give up hope for what your child, especially your child with autism or Asperger's, can actually achieve. So it's a really positive article, and I absolutely loved writing it. Also, yesterday, me and my nan and granddad, we had a barbecue. And I know I mentioned in one of my previous videos that was postponed, but anyway, yesterday we had the barbecue, and we had steak, sausages and chicken, which was really, really yummy. And then afterwards, for our dessert, my granddad had grilled some bananas on the barbecue. So we had like these grilled bananas with maple syrup and ice cream, which was really, really yummy. And if the weather stays as sunny as it's meant to for the next few days, then a barbecue is a really, really fun thing that you can do with your family. And, you know, something different to do and something that you can all look forward to in the evening, especially if it's a lovely day like it was yesterday. Also, I saw a story that was going on, that I read on Facebook, and it was about a cul-de-sac somewhere in the UK. It might have been in Wales. Anyway, what happened was they got all their neighbours in the cul-de-sac to have what they call a driveway disco. So everyone from each household stood on their driveway at a specific time, played some music and some lights, some disco lights, and they all had a disco on their driveway, so it was called a driveway disco, which sounded like a really, really fun thing to do. Also, I found some websites, so if you're really interested in science, then I found a few websites that you can go on if you're interested in science or your children may be interested in science. So one website is the National Geographic Kids. Another one is called Sublime Science. So on Sublime Science, there are 101 free and fun science experiments to try at home. And the third one is called Peekaboo Kids, which is a range of fun and informative animation videos to help kids learn about a variety of topics. So that one covers more than just science, but the other two are predominantly science websites. So they're really fun websites you can go on if you want to learn more about science, or if you want to help your kids with their education whilst at home. Also, a few days ago, I had a message through on LinkedIn on social media, and it was about an episode of a show that's on Milkshake called Daisy and Ollie. And what it was is that they, for Autism Awareness Month, they produced a new episode of Daisy and Ollie all about autism. So the person from the company that helped produce, that created Daisy and Ollie, he sent me a link to the episode all about autism. And I watched it and it was absolutely fantastic. And I know Christine and Paddy McGuinness, who have got some autistic children, they helped to create the episode. Anyway, when I replied back to him, I actually sent him a link to some of the children's stories that I've written called Rainbow Man, and I used to read them on my Solihull Radio children's show that I used to present. So I sent him the link to the YouTube channel with all the different Rainbow Man stories on, and I'll put a link to all my Rainbow Man stories on YouTube in the description of the video below. So I sent him that, and basically he sent me a message back saying that the production company are looking for new commissions at the moment, so he's going to talk to his team and discuss with his team all about my Rainbow Man stories and then get back to me. So that's another really good opportunity that I could get. And you never know, hopefully, because that's what I really want to happen, is my Rainbow Man stories to be created into animated children's shows. So you never know where that might lead. And you've just got to remember that in life, it's only when you lose something that you appreciate it, be it material, love or health, which makes you live life never enjoying all the wonderful things that you have.